All right, today we're going to talk about this little gem I picked up a few days ago on one of the RC forums. Um, for a long time, I wanted a jet engine turbine, and I came across this one, and I picked it up. I just got it in a few days ago, and I did a quick mount setup so that we can get it ready for run. Um, Basically, I got it ready to run with everything except the fuel and the propane tank, which I still have to figure out the original setup for this, but I'm using the one off my helicopter for now. So yeah, this is what I got. This is a RAM 1000. It's a static thrust of 28 pounds. Fuel consumption on this is 12 ounces a minute with a max RPM of 126, a pressure ratio of 3 to 1, and an exhaust temperature of 750 Celsius maximum, and it weighs about 2.4 pounds. This is running on Jet A mixed with turbine oil, and I believe it's about a 5% oil to 5 gallons, I believe. So here's your EGT, which reads the exhaust temperature. The glow plug. The glow plug on this is identical to any RC car, plane, boat, anything. The only difference with this is that when you put a new glow plug on here, you have to pull out the element. It has to be exposed about, I don't know, about a eighth of an inch or something. And the reason for that is because if you put a brand new glow plug in there, it will not be hot enough to light up the propane. So you have to pull the element out. In the maintenance manual, it'll show you how to do it. Show you a quick description here. So this is what they're talking about. You got to pull it out when installing a new plug. And that goes to any turbine engines that use propane to start the engine. So yeah, this is my little gem. It's an older one. There's a turbine wheel. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, and they're expensive unless you're putting it on something, on an airplane or so. But if you want one just to play around, I mean, you can easily dump 2,500 to 5,000 depending on the size of engine you want. So I picked this up really cheap in one of the RC forums. So let's go ahead and turn on the electronic. Give you a quick rundown on what this looks like. So this is a data terminal. With this setup, there's two ways of running this engine. You can either run it with your radio, which hooks up to a receiver, or you can run it straight from here without a radio. Basically, receiver control. This is if you had it through a radio, or you can go manual. The minute you press a button, run, it will go through the starting sequence. Right now the ECU is flashing green, saying that everything is good to go. The minute you press this run button, it'll go through the starting sequence. The starting sequence, basically, it'll spin the engine, the fuel valve or the propane valve will open, which will then ingest propane. By that time, the glow plug's already lit up. You will hear it pop, and once the engine reaches a certain parameter, it'll inject the kerosene, which will then fire up. Pretty simple. Basically, the ECU is the one that takes care of all the fuel control, and it monitors, you know, the ECU basically monitors exhaust gas temperature, RPM, ambient pressure, and controls the fuel pump voltage, which supplies the fuel. So pretty nice little setup. So yeah, the data terminal gives you all kinds of stuff on here, a lot of important stuff. It gives you last runtime, how many cycles, max RPM, how many hours. This one eventually has 5 hours. You can go to a history and it'll tell you the last time this engine was run. This is the EGT temperature. This is the time it was run for. Yeah, can't wait to get it running. These were made in the U.S. In Florida, from my research that I've done. And yeah, they weren't around for too long, so I'm still learning this company. There is a company in the U.S. that serves these still. Hopefully I can reach out to them soon and see about getting this engine serviced, as you know, this thing is old, so maybe getting it looked at would be nice. But for the meantime, it's just going to be for playing around, so you know, it's not going to go on an airplane. If I do decide to throw it on an airplane someday, maybe I'll get it serviced. But for now, for playing around, it's not bad. So yeah, this is what I got. Show you my jet helicopter. So this is my other turbine. This is a helicopter though. It's pretty sweet. This is a Jet Cat, which these guys are still around. Yeah, you can see the compressor in there. I just flew that this weekend, so I gotta go through it and clean it up and make sure everything's good. Hey, here's my Goblin 700. T-Rex 800 gas. Just flew that one this weekend. Pretty sweet. And there's my little gem down there, T-Rex 600 electric. And my Nitro. And here's a here's an oldie, the Cobra Hirobo. This needs a test flight. I haven't flown it yet, but I will soon do that. And these are metal, actually. I don't know why. But that is a pretty sweet little old school. I believe this is from '84. So it's pretty sweet. And my Mustang. Hasn't flown yet, but it's ready to fly as soon as I can get the guts to fly it. All right. Well, next video we'll be running this thing. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.